When I was younger, I used to overwhelm myself with problems. Imagine the scenario where everything is fine, you're doing just okay in life, everything is just flowing well, you don't have any real big problems ongoing in your life. And then suddenly one day you wake up, day goes through and you receive a lot of bad informations. Some bad stuff happens. You get bad info that somebody died. You haven't done this thing which was really important to you. And that, and it all kind of gets compounded, from zero problems, from round zero. There are 5 problems right now. 5 big problems overwhelming you. And when I first kind of encountered this feeling, like you got this massive list of things that you need to do, that you need to kind of perform well in every single one of these, I wanted to kind of disappear, because it was so hard to manage all of them at once. Because you know what happened when I got to see that I have these 5 problems, let's say. I used to not do any of them. I didn't even start. I was just thinking about doing them. I was just thinking oh my fucking God, it's so horrible. I feel like shit because so many problems. Why me? Why it happened to me? And it was multiple times. Very often I have a lot of problems going on. I have some periods of my life that are very peaceful and I don't have really major problems. And then one day, out of nowhere, you become the most stressed person in the world. And what I learned from these things is just start. It's a very simple and good advice in any category of life. Just start. Just start taking the small steps. If you have a massive list of things that you need to do, some of them are problems, some of them are duties, necessities, whatever. You need to meet somebody, you need to have this uncomfortable conversation, you need to drive somewhere or whatever, you need to pass this exam. Don't overwhelm yourself with oh my God, it's so many of these things. Because what's the point? What will it give you? What's the benefit of thinking that way? There is none. Because you will not even start. That's the worst case scenario, where you don't even start because you are too overwhelmed with these things that are ongoing in your life. So the method and the strategy for this is just start. Just start doing one thing. Choose one of these that you are going through right now. Choose one of them and just start doing something to progress in it. Just to fix it, just to get it done. Don't worry about the next steps for now. Just take care of one of these. Why? Because then you will have this purpose that if you have started, you had started. And now you have momentum. I think that you had this day once at least in your life where you didn't want to study for some important exam at school and you were slacking as fuck. You didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. I remember many of these times that I didn't want to study. I'm not a big learning person when it comes to things that some people tell you that you need to learn. I'm not advocate for it. I don't like it. I don't like when somebody tells me what to do. And one day I just sat down and I think, all right, let's just start, because I haven't done anything. I don't know shit and I need to do something about it. So I started. I opened a fucking book and I started reading. In some time, 5 minutes later, it kind of became more interesting because you have started. You have now momentum. Momentum is what is fucking starting the engine. That's what is starting to basically moving you toward the direction that you want to basically be in and achieve it, right? Because what will it give you? It will give you the sense of progress, sense of achieving. When we see progress at something, we get motivated. It's a natural system out of dopamine. Because when you don't start something that is big, a project, and you don't start it, you just think about it. That is the worst case scenario, because you are in one place and you stagnate. You are in one place and you don't fucking move. When you are in this point and you make even the smallest step, you feel a sense of progress. You started, you got a new thought, new idea, new something. You started. And then you get new ideas, you get more motivated. Okay, if I do more, I will feel better. I will have more things done. And you do more and more and more. And the cycle continues until you fix all of those problems. And now we might basically categorize these problems. Because let's say, like, we know that we have problems in our lives that are soluble, so you like can have a solution to them and you can make things work and you can basically make the problem disappear. And the problems that are basically out of your control, you cannot control them. It's like maybe not health, but some relationships, something at work, something that you are not in control of. You know what to do when like you have a problem that you cannot control. You try everything that you can to kind of gain control of it if it's very important. And if you don't find any solution, you let it go. The pain, the suffering, whatever, it will go away soon. But you don't have a solution for that. What is the reason that you will stress about it, that you will overthink about it, that you will waste your energy, essence, and life for this big task or a problem? There is no reason to stress about it if you cannot find a solution to that. With problems that you can solve, you do everything that you can in your power to solve it. To solve it. You don't wander around. Too many people, like I caught myself doing that when I was younger. When I had a big problem or a big task, I would start with easier things. With things that were like very easy for me to start, like basically cleaning house or whatever. I had to go somewhere or speak to somebody, and I started to do like some, like these minor tasks that were very unimportant. I didn't want to start the big thing because I was scared, because I didn't know what to do, I was uncertain. Start the big thing. Don't worry about the outcome, just start. If you are not at risk of dying, just start. When you are young, especially when you are my age, I am fucking 20, there's no reason to worry about the output. You need to worry about the input, what you do, not the outcome, not the result. If the result is shit, you move on, you try something else. Okay, you didn't do it, now you get some experience from it, now you get lessons from it, and then maybe you just solve it again, or you don't try at all. That's it. It's that simple. Too many people overcomplicate it because it's scary, because it's big, you know? Just start. Why I came up with like this idea for the video? Because it's very random for my channel. Because our problems are not as big as we see them. Remember like problems that your younger self 1 year ago, 2 years ago had. Do you remember them? If you do, are they still your problems? If not, were they really your problems? Were they really that big and important? Think of the big problems that you have had 1 year ago, that you didn't know how you will solve it. Are they in your life right now? If yes, it's a health problem, whatever, then try to find a solution. I suppose you don't have these problems right now because they don't exist right now. You have passed them. You have found a solution. See, then why worry? Why worry if you like can have the confidence of knowing that you will achieve it, that you will solve it, that you will do it? Whether you know what you will do or whether you don't, you are uncertain as fuck. You will do it. And why should you not worry about like these problems that you have in your life? My friend, during like this winter, I don't know if it's called winter, summer, whatever, winter break. 1 week after the school started, after the winter break, we got information that our friend, my close friend from our class, got diagnosed with a cancer in his knee. It's like a big kind of bulb, whatever, in his knee that got created from like tension, whatever, because maybe he was growing so fast. It was like they diagnosed him with like the worst cancer possible, the one that can spread all over your body. When he told me how he felt every single day from day one, when he had gotten information that he has cancer, he told me this: when I went to sleep, I wanted to like wake up knowing that it was just a bad nightmare, that it was just a very, very bad nightmare. But when I woke up, it's like the nightmare didn't end. It was still there. I woke up in the same kind of dream nightmare that is still haunting me. When I heard these words, I got terrified. Not in a way that I started shaking, but imagine that you don't wake up from a dream that is very bad, from a nightmare that is cursing you, that is haunting you. It's still there. And now imagine all the problems with like studying, with relationships, with like this minor problem that you have had for 1 week, for a month. It all disappears because what is important? Health, his family. I got to know his family. These are the most heartwarming people I know. Like the support they give him, the care and the stress that they had gone through to basically call hospitals, to call doctors, to get to know what it is. I don't know, but what I had to say is God bless him and his parents and the doctors and God himself for this, that right now, yesterday, we got to know that this is not the most dangerous cancer. It's like a bulb that they need to just remove. It's still kind of more serious injury and like treatment to it. But it's not the cancer the worst possible, not the one spreading and killing your cells. So that's a big sigh of relief. And now put yourself in the position of my friend. Imagine all your problems that you have right now. And imagine one day you wake up, your knee starts hurting, or whatever like symptoms of cancer there are. Imagine you wake up and people from hospital call you like after diagnosing what was wrong with whatever that you have cancer. The worst type. You have this much time, we need to make operation, we don't know if you'll make it or not. Imagine all the problems that he had about school, relationships, work, whatever, future. It's all unimportant now. Why? Health. The thing that you live right now is more precious, more valuable. It's priceless. Because when the price is your life, your problems are at the last queue, like they're last on the queue in your problem list. Your health, that you live, and the support that you have from your family are now the most important things. That's why these are the most important. Because you don't value stuff when you don't lose it. When you lose it, you value it as fuck. You have not appreciated it till you have lost it. And the moral for today's video is, don't neglect your problems. I'm not saying that you should neglect them. I say that don't worry about them in advance more than you need to. Worry only about the thing that you can do right now. Because what is other option? Other than that, you can plan out how you are going to fix it. But take the first step. Take the first step and just start. That is the biggest thing. Then you will figure it out later on, when you get new ideas, when you have started, because you have new opportunities. The worst thing is you are in one place and you don't start. And now, when you have compared yourself, why I told you this story about my friend, to compare kind of your situation to his, to kind of set a perspective for the problems that you have in your life right now. You will have a different approach to that. Because you know there are things in this world that are the most important, and the things that are secondarily important. Think about it. Think about the people that have less than you. Compare yourself to them, feel their pain, and then, with a new approach, with a big breath, you do it. Thank you. I hope it helps. Solve your problems. If not, don't worry about them. No sense in making it worse in your head. In your head. Ciao.